All right, so the coin we are covering today is NuCypher, or the new token, which has gone completely bonkers over the last few days. It's currently trading at $1.48 with a market cap of around $1 billion, with a fully diluted market cap around 5.7 billion. But New got all the way up to $3.58 on certain exchanges on Friday, which doesn't seem all that nuts, but it was trading around 29 cents just a day before on Thursday. That's over, a 12x gain in less than 24 hours. You gotta love crypto, am I right? Granted, most exchanges didn't get that high, and those on Coinbase certainly didn't, which I assume is a lot of my listeners. It only got up to around like $2.30 at its peak for a very short amount of time. So almost a 10x, but there was a huge price discrepancy for about 6 to 12 hours or so, as traders were from Coinbase were frantically trying to get their new cipher off Coinbase and onto Binance, where it was trading for almost $1 more. As well as the other exchanges. So obviously not a whole lot of happy customers on Coinbase, and the users certainly let them know about it on Twitter and elsewhere. But yeah, not the greatest day for Coinbase, like a lot of other recent days for Coinbase. But what caused this ridiculous pump from NuCypher? Well, there for one, it was listed on Upbit, which opened it up to a ton of Korean traders who hadn't had access to NuCypher up until then. And at the same time, the NuCypher team released some very positive news that their merger with the Keep network was in its last and final stages. And for those of you unaware, NuCypher is going through the first of its kind type of merger, or hard merger with the other leader in the privacy category, Keep Network. The two projects will now together be the Threshold Network, and the merger, funnily enough, was codenamed Keanu, as in Keanu Reeves. The key being for Keep, and the new being for NuCypher, which, yes, very clever and funny. But yeah, it's really interesting. Their first marquee application will be TBTC version 2, which is essentially the first and only decentralized permissionless wrap Bitcoin on Ethereum of its kind. So the potential to be the premier way to use BTC and the already massive DeFi ecosystem is super compelling, and definitely got a lot of speculators' attention, along with the Upbit news and along with the massive moves in the general market with the fortunate timing of the BTC ETF futures news as well. But yeah, and we certainly had expected this meteoric rise, which was just nuts in a matter of 24 hours, to be followed by a huge correction. But NuCypher has held fairly steady here, and it seems to be kind of finding a home in this 140-ish area. I think it probably will come back down to like the 120, 130 range in the short term. But long term, I'm very bullish on the merger and the Threshold networks combined power together. But that said, obviously, none of this is financial advice. Not a financial advisor. No clue what I'm talking about. For entertainment purposes only. I just can't personally be a buyer right after seeing a 10x climb, no matter how promising this merger is. I'm going to want to sit out on the side and see how this thing kind of plays out from here. For a little bit, I'm going to kind of let the market's attention and greed and their eyes move away from NuCypher and keep an eye on it myself, but let them get kind of bored with it, because it's tough to buy in to either Keep or NuCypher at this point, with these price levels. It's super interesting to see how the merger plays out. We see a lot of these big mergers in the traditional markets, but this is fairly new, or really brand new, to see an on-chain hard merge like this. And the team, I know a lot of people had questions about, like, do we have to swap out New for these T tokens, or what's the process going to be? But the team has assured us that it's very similar to like an iPhone upgrade. You're not going to really have to do much. It'll probably essentially be very seamless. And I assume if you're holding on the exchanges, it will be, or I don't assume, they've said that on the exchanges, almost all exchanges will support the merge very seamlessly, so you won't have to do anything. But yeah, it's interesting to see the social sentiment, and those indicators are still strong. I don't think it could go up much higher than this in the short term, but I've certainly been wrong quite quite a million times these crazy crypto markets. But both teams are very strong, so the future is bright. But after a 10x move up, it is tough to buy in at these levels. But let me know what you guys are thinking on your end. If you guys are holding NuCypher, if you guys took a look at your portfolio on Friday and saw it go from 29 cents to a lot more than 29 cents. And But yeah, it was kind of crazy for you guys, you new cipher holders, and certainly one that's gotten a lot of our attention in the greater markets. But yeah, let us know for your price predictions for the T token moving forward, the combined new cipher and keep token, and where you think that's heading, because I have no idea. I think certainly the potential for TBTC version 2 and other applications to come are huge potential in that privacy space. But time will tell how this plays out. And with crazy price discovery like this, it's very tough to make a price prediction. But certainly one we had to cover just because it was the coin of the week outside of Bitcoin, for its massive move there. But yeah, as always, let us know on YouTube if you're watching there. Leave a comment about any projects you want us to cover in the future. Please give a like and subscribe if you could. Any little bit helps there. And yeah, if you're listening on iTunes or Spotify in the podcast world, if you could give us a what you might call it, a review, is what I was trying to think of. If you could give us a review, that would be fantastic. I hugely appreciate that. And yeah, if you guys want to check out BlockFi and get that new credit card, use that link down below. That'll get it to you fast. Their team's working with me and really really love that new credit card. If you use that link, you get up to, I think it's 3% back in Bitcoin as opposed to just the normal 1 or 1.5%, and some other perks along with that if you use that link, and check the details there. But also the account, the savings account, they're up to 8.5% APY on USD, which just crushes the minuscule amount you make it from traditional bank accounts. And then also I keep my Bitcoin, my Ethereum in there and just stack those Satoshis. They have 4.5 BTC or 4.5 back APY on BTC, 5% on Ethereum. But yeah, we love partnering with BlockFi. If you use those links below, you get up to $250 worth of free Bitcoin when you use the savings account one and the credit card. Yeah, I just got mine the other day and love it. And there goes. That's the end of the show for BlockFi. I'm going to hit stop recording, try to keep this under 5 minutes, and I'm almost at 8 minutes. So I'm just going to hit stop recording and let you guys get back to your amazing Sundays. Okay. See you guys later. Bye bye.